talk about not Black Rass of the Week early, but God damn it, if Ricky Saints ain't go over there, and I'm not going to say it's the fastest time a brother went in there and got that title, but for as long as we've been talking about Ricky and what he's been able to do to get, realistically, it may be early. They could have saved this for Stand and Deliver, but guess what? When I turned that TV on and I knew he had that match with that motherfucker, I knew this was going to be the end result. I knew this was going to be the end result.
Man, who the fuck thought 10 Man was coming? It was getting over or going over.
Hey, now, but because the question is, are they going to do the thing? Because they've been doing a lot of triple threats. Every time you talk about a match, you don't know if it's actually booked. Here come the next man. I wasn't surprised that immediately after Ricky Saints winning that title, they had Ethan Page go out there and attack him. They've been teasing it. Ethan has been talking shit. He was talking shit a couple weeks ago. Do you think they're gonna do the Ricky Saints, Sean Spears, Ethan Page match at Stand and Deliver as well?
No.
AEW middle finger match.
Somebody did a compilation of clips of WWE making like AEW references over the last week. It's a good amount.
Nigga.
It's a good amount. It's funny.
I mean, that would be good though, because no shade. I think this is a testament of, and this is not the shade AEW or whatever, but I think sometimes you can have so much talent and not have the infrastructure in place to have that talent to maximize that talent. And I think we saw that with Ethan Page, because Ethan Page came to NXT and became bigger than he ever was
immediately.
AEW, and I believed it and I subscribed. Even with who he took the belt off of, I was mad at that initially, but he did such a phenomenal job at carrying that belt. And now to give Ricky Starks that opportunity, it'll be great to see that. And you know what? If they do have a triple threat at Stand and Deliver with those three, no shade, it makes sense within kayfabe and the storyline. And it's not, to me, it would be, we would look at, some people look at it as a middle finger, but truthfully, they built the story enough and the history is there enough and the on screen is enough. Sean did such a good job with that it is a justifiable match.
Fact.
That's right. I'm a neighborhood legend.
Sorry, I had to do that. It's I think that's the big key, is the fact that it's not like Ethan Page running out there to attack him. It's not like it was out of nowhere. He let him know early, hey, I see you, motherfucker.
It's just like, hey, Sunshine, it's just like all the black people getting grouped together. What you was ready to say, cuz?
I was saying go back. They said G Diction said that Ethan Page just showed up in TNA.
Oh, there's they did tapings around the end of March. I didn't put them in the doc because it feels like it's two whole shows. It was a good amount of NXT people showing up on both of those. It was March 28th and March 29th. There was a number of matches with random I mean that whole, it's WrestleMania season, but that partnership is real.
For sure.
That partnership is real. Speaking of NXT, Stephanie Vaquer, again, I assumed that Fallon Henley was going to beat her for that title next week, but they said, nah, let Stephanie go ahead and just drop the title on her own. She officially is no longer NXT North American Women's Champion. She dropped that title, and they started matches leading up to a 6-women ladder match to Stand and Deliver. Zarya and Kalani Jordan. I don't know who else is going to be in there, but it's going to be interesting to see what happens there, especially because, again, talking about triple threats, right now it sounds like Jada Parker and Jordan Grace are vying for the other belt that Stephanie Vaquer is still holding. We'll see.
I know Jada's not going to get the big belt. I would love to see Jada with that North American Championship, but I think that with Jada, I think that and this is just me from the outside looking in, I don't work in creative or in that company, so who am I? But I think Jada is starting to get that thing where Jada Parker is becoming over without anything. So we don't need to put her in the North American title belt. we could put her in title matches because people just like her. So whether she wins that belt or not, she still will be Jada Parker. Some of these other girls do need some hardware to boost their profile. And that. So I think she might be suffering from that, which is one of those things Bianca had to deal with in NXT as well.
Right.
So and that's just who, you know, I could be totally off base, but that's what it feels like.
No, I agree. I definitely think there's some truth to that. But it like with anything, I think we always have to remember that part of NXT is developmental, and a lot of this, like as somebody could have a great week, and a lot of people think they should be on the main roster in a couple months, and there's still time with a lot of like you. I don't think you really need to rush anybody off of NXT if you wanted to keep Obafemi down there until the summertime. Go ahead.
Hey,
You know what?
just go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No, because I was gonna reference what Eddie James said real quick, but that go ahead what you were saying because it's gonna stay on task. Go ahead.
No, I honestly think that NXT at this point, I know it's developmental and that's what it is, but it's truly a brand at this point. So to me, I feel like it's its own show and its own universe.
I hope more people treat it like that, because I think it's on the universe, the WWE universe, to remix their thinking about it, right? Because for so long it had been, here's a step in, and even when they advertised about it last year, they're like, 90 some odd % of people on the WWE WrestleMania main card have come through NXT in some way, shape, or form. Like, they really tout that as developmental, but when you look at the CW, you're like, I could watch the Adventures of Trick Williams as its own thing in its own area, and I have to worry about him eventually going to SmackDown or Raw. Like, there's enough going on here that this is entertaining on its own, but it's just not what NXT is set up for, especially if you look at LFG. There's a system that they're building, whether it's WWE ID, LFG, NXT, whatever. At some point they want you to be on Raw or SmackDown. It's just a matter of it taking if it's going to take a little bit or it's going to take a lot. I don't know if how long is Ricky?
That's right. I'm a neighborhood legend.
He won that title in like a month or so. How he in NXT for a while?
Yes.
Yeah.
How long?
Yes.
At least
Over a year.
2027.
Yeah. The problem becomes, where's the spot? Now, if the spot develops, things could change. I think Ricky could do most things in pro wrestling. The only thing I'm worried about is the size. Pause. However, like he can talk with everybody, right? He can emote. I mean, he kissing the girls and making them cry. You know what I'm saying? On the sidelines.
They was passing out.
Yeah, that was very good. That was very, very good. He don't want never mind. Just like the only thing I worry about is him standing next to different people. But I think that's just a very, very good spot for Rick, and which speaks to kind of what Eddie James is saying here. Because I don't like the such and such fumble, such and such. I think certain places are just for certain people. I think,
right.
For example, I think Ricochet is doing the best non-wrestling stuff of his career right now.
Ricochet he wouldn't be able to do that in WWE.
Nah, it wouldn't make sense. It would be weird. They wouldn't let him cut people open with knives. It just wouldn't be good.
Right.
And certain places, I just think certain places are for certain people. And I think NXT right now is the absolute perfect place. It's like when you fit, you know what I mean? Like one of them square pegs, you move up quickly. And you're supposed to. Because you you good. And it makes sense. This nigga. No. Kyle is violent. Domestic violence